So I grew up in this environment where if I failed, nothing bad happened. Parents didn't care about grades. They didn't care about failing. It was encouraged. My dad failed all the time. I watched him fail, but he would try again. And it was just this culture of just risk taking and not worrying about failure that I think really made it easy. It was sort of like, okay, well, I could fail, but it's okay. Fail forward and keep getting better. Go back to the bank, if this thing doesn't work. But I do think to be an entrepreneur, one thing I've learned is you need to be all in. If you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to kind of do it on the side and think it's cool and you can start a business, that doesn't work.
What do you mean by all in though? So if you're a young business person out there and you're starting your
all
company.
in, meaning you have to put yourself in a situation where if it doesn't work, there's serious consequences. So for me, for example, on my second business, I invested $390,000 of my own money that I'd made in banking. And I went to pitch investors and they said, hey, just have a question. Why do you invest $390,000 and not $400,000? It seems like an odd number. And I said, well, because all I have is $390,000. I basically took my entire bank balance and invested in the business. Once you make a move like that, you can argue that was stupid, but once you make a move like that, you're able to focus in a way that is impossible without that sort of like pressure. Okay. Like putting yourself in a situation where if I failed, I would have lost everything I'd earned in banking up until that point. And so I think people have like extra gears that they can call on when they're in a situation like that. And I think you need those extra gears.
So, I mean, that kind of goes against the wisdom of thought. Like you have your plan A and you got to have your plan B just in case so you have something to fall back on. But you're kind of going against that. You're saying, no I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go all the way through this. I love that.
You got to cut the rope and just go. And yeah, it might not work out, but I'll tell you, that's the only way you can ensure that you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And by the way, the investors know this. So businesses don't fail when they have access to capital. Businesses fail when they don't have access to capital. As long as you're on the line and your life's on the line and investors know it, they feel a lot more comfortable investing. I know me as an investor on the other side, that's one of the first things I ask people. It's like, tell me, what do you have to lose here? Like how do I know you're going to give it your absolute all and everything you've got? And if it's somebody who's smart and they've got a big idea and they're really willing to give it every single thing they've got, that's a good bet.